What's happening, guys? How are we all doing? Trucking enthusiasts! All Euro Truck Simulator 2 players together. So where am I today? Well, we're in Russia. And this is the journey I'm going to be doing. Just take a look at this. That's where am I? Let's have a look. That's where I am right now. I'm not going to try and pronounce any of these Russian names. No. And we're going all the way down to here. Now that journey is probably going to take us a couple of hours, believe it or not. Because we're on the notorious Gobbers map, the harsh Russian map. We're on a very busy highway here as we try to pull off without causing an accident. So off we go. I suspect this is going to be a very long highway now. So the next few videos probably going to be all highway. Oh dear. So you're watching the Wobbly Captain WCL, which is Wobbly Captain Logistics Virtual Trucking Company, Euro Truck Simulator 2. So just a quickie regarding the truck. We're in nothing special. We're in a daffy truck. We're in a DAF. And it's white. No mod trucks. Standard SCS. So I have actually been down this highway before, and I know it is very long. It's like the road to nowhere that Gobbers put together here on his notorious harsh Russian map. Now I believe I have actually watched a couple of his videos of him creating these maps, and I believe I've read and I've seen that it is actually mile for mile. I've actually seen him doing it sort of copying off Google Earth on parts of the map. I don't know if it's all the map, I don't know. It's very difficult to watch if you can't understand Russian. But the miles will go down very slowly as we truck along here. And I don't know what that says on the side. We carry milk. I don't know what's that. What does that say? Anyway, if it is milk, it'll probably be more of a milkshake by the time I get to the destination, knowing this map. So yeah, the scale of this map is it's huge, it is big, it is a big map. The miles seem to go down very slowly. Like I mentioned I have read, I don't know if the miles supposedly represent a real mile, but driving a mile in this map does take an awful long time. Knowing Gobby, this highway does actually represent a real highway in Russia. I can't confirm that, but from what I've seen of his map making and him actually looking at Google Earth at the roads and things, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a road in Russia somewhere that we're actually driving on. But one fact I know is it's going to be very long. Oh dear. So grab a sandwich and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever, alcohol, maybe an alcohol beverage, because this is going to be a long highway. This is all we're going to see, I reckon. Well, I know, because I've been along here before. This is all we're going to see, this highway. So regarding mods I've actually got installed, because a lot of people, majority of the time, all they're interested in is mods. We just got Gobbers map, the harsh Russian map. And I have actually so far installed on this one Russian Traffic by Jazzycat. We all know who Jazzycat is, so you know whom I'm actually talking about. I've got this Russian Traffic for Russian maps installed, and of course I don't know what version that will be, because in order to run this map, you've now got to backtrack and go back to version 1.22 of Euro Truck Simulator. Well, there is a patch for 1.23. I have got that to work on 1.23. I do find it difficult to actually get it to work on 1.23, but after many attempts I did actually get it to work on 1.23 with the patch. This is another profile I've set up, and it's far easier to actually just get it working on version 1.22. See lots of comments calling this map, to put it politely, rubbish when it isn't. A lot of people just struggle setting it up, can't understand how to actually install this map. Basically, because of the language barrier, because it's all in Russian. But it's a very good map if you're looking for a sense of adventure. It is a very good map in that way. It has got its bugs on the map numerous times. If you've watched any of my previous videos on this harsh Russian map, you will have noticed perhaps the sat-nav doesn't always work. So you have to go and use your conventional map to try and find your way around. Like I say, you need a little bit of a sense of adventure to run on this map. That's why I like it as well. It's I love this map. When I get bored of the pro mods and all the other maps, driving on conventional tarmac, which I find very easy, I always come back through Russia for some harsh Russian trucking. Well, there's just one more mod I forgot to mention that I have actually got installed, and you can hear it as you can hear the traffic. If I shut up now, listen to the traffic. Now I hope you can hear that. If not, I've turned it down in my editing suite at Wobbly Towers when I've edited and rendered the video for YouTube. But I hope you can hear that anyway. I've got a mod called the Window Down mod, which enhances the outside sound of the traffic. You can actually hear the traffic there as we truck along. It's very difficult to get hold of the mods because you have to do an awful lot of searching online on the mod sites, because you have to backtrack. Oh, as we go over a hump there, have to be careful going over them ramps and bumps and humps and things in this map, because it can cause damage to your actual vehicle. But yeah, you have to backtrack to version 1.22, so you have to search through all mods, and you set this map up if you're interested in running a lot of mods on it. I mean, the main mod I would recommend running alongside with this particular map is the Russian traffic mod, because you get one or two Russian vehicles in there. Of course, as the title suggests, Russian traffic mod, Bobbly. Of course you're going to get Russian vehicles. But yeah, it does make a difference to the reality of driving in the game with the Russian traffic included. So that's a very good mod from Jazzycat there. I always try to run on my Russian maps. And if you're thinking of installing this map, follow the instructions very carefully where you get the map from on installation. I mentioned it numerous times. You've got to run this. I'm running this on version Euro Truck Simulator version 1.22, but I would recommend putting a cheap mod in and then a economy mod to give you a huge, vast amount of money as you start off, because the economy in this game is very harsh. You only earn a couple of bucks per journey, so it would take you a very long time to get a decent truck if you don't put a cheap mod in regarding the economy. Be warned, it will take you forever. And I'm going to try and show you this run unedited, so I don't know how many videos are going to come up along the next couple of days, because this run could be 2 hours long. I think there was about 80 miles to go, I think 79 to 80 miles to actually go when I begun this video, so that will give you a good idea of the scale of this map, because no doubt over the next few days or week, the video will be of this particular run. So of course, if you've already been on this Russian map, as many of you have, you will all know about the scale of the map, how long a mile actually seems on this map. Don't forget, if you're a newcomer to this map and you're going to install it, don't forget, guys and girls, don't forget to disable all your DLC content, including Going East and Scandinavian DLC. Disable it all, otherwise it's not going to work. The game will crash on you attempting to install it. No overtaking sign there, we just seen on the right hand side, and there's most definitely going to be no overtaking on this road. You do get a sense of reality of a long distance truck driver driving on this highway. You're stuck in traffic, you can't overtake, and you're just going to plod along, relax and do the job. I suspect if you do try to overtake on this highway, you're going to hit oncoming traffic. And I haven't actually got a traffic mod installed. There's no traffic mod installed at all on this video that I'm actually doing at the moment. Of course, in the video description below, I'll try to gather all the mods together I'm currently running on this map here. So this is Gobber's map, and Gobber, he's a big lad, isn't he, Gobber? He is a big lad, you wouldn't want to mess with him, would you? He's a big Russian lad, he is, Gobber. I have seen some of his Gobber life videos over there in Russia, and I found it very interesting. Of course, I can't understand the word he's saying, because I don't understand Russian, should I say. I can't understand the word of the dialogue that's actually going on, but I watched a few of his Gobber's life videos. I found it very interesting, looking around at the sort of area and the place he actually lives. I found it very interesting to see. So I watched a few of them. I've also tried to get hold of his proper map, the paid version. Very difficult to get hold of. Very, very difficult, especially if you can't understand the Russian dialogue as well. He's got a paid version, and I really would like that. I don't mind paying for it. The bit I can't do is the Skype. I haven't got Skype. I can't be bothered with Skype. Copies of passports and driving license and all that lot is always a little bit, you know, a lot of people don't want to be providing details like that over the internet, do they? The driving license and passport details. I don't mind paying for it over PayPal and having access to his map. I presume he's just trying to protect his map from getting leaked on the internet. I would like that version that he's actually doing, because it does look very, very good from the videos I've seen. So Gobber, I want that version of your map, boy! Big boy Gobber! I want that version! Don't mind paying for it on PayPal. Send it to my wobbly captain email address, which is on my about page. My business address, because I would like it, but I don't want to go through all that bloody paraphernalia of Skype and passports and driving licenses. Don't mind paying for it via PayPal. It's the rest of all that which goes along with it I don't want to do, especially as I can't speak Russian. But he is a big lad, isn't he, Gobby? You wouldn't want to argue with him. You wouldn't want argue with Gobby, would you, eh? But yeah, very interesting, Gobby. I don't know if you won't understand the word I'm saying, but I've enjoyed them Gobby life videos. Occasionally, when I do actually get time, I have enjoyed watching them and seeing some of your sites in Russia where you actually live. I find it very interesting. Particularly in the bit where you have all the locks. You have all the locks on your door. Man, that is some locks on your door. Oh, man. Let's watch this on the right-hand side there. Look at that. A little bit of an incident. Oh, them bumps are severe. And I picked up a little bit of damage there as we went over them bumps. So I told you it was a long highway. For those of you who send messages saying, Wobbly, God, you talk too much, you talk too much. It's the Wobbly Captain show, what do you expect? Hey, God blimey. Plenty of other videos out there if you want to watch somebody driving a truck who doesn't jibber jab. There's hundreds out there on the internet and YouTube. You could, however, always turn the sound down. Oh dear. Boy, I've probably woken up the trolls. I wonder if I stirred them up, eh? I wonder if I've stirred them up, woke the trolls up. We'll see in the comments section below. Over the coming weeks, if we actually rattled a troll there. So we're probably coming up to 20 minutes. Let's keep the videos below 20 minutes. Don't want to do 2 hours. Trucking, like to edit them, cut them up. Probably take far too long rendering a 2-hour video anyway. And nobody watches the whole of the videos, very few people do. I had to laugh the other day. I had a comment on a fishing video and some guy had put depth. I thought, what are you on about? Depth? You want depth? Depth of the float he was actually talking about. In case you don't know anything about fishing, depth between the float and the hook on this particular video, and he wanted to know the depth, and that was just one example because he hadn't actually watched the video, because in that video I actually mentioned the depth of the actual between the actual float and hook. Normally I wouldn't correspond and even more give a reply and actually tell him. But this one time I did, because if I mentioned it in the video, I can't be bothered to flaming reply back to somebody asking me a question which is already in the video. But I did actually reply back to that guy. I just put something like at 10.23 and mentioned the depth. Another comment I actually laughed at was on a video I've got up. It's had over, I think it's had over 70,000 views, and it's a Euro Truck Simulator 2 video. And somebody had put underneath mod links. And for mod links, they were all in the video description below, every single one on this particular video. And I didn't bother to reply back to that. Oh dear. Anyway, I'd said this was a long highway, so we've had a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2, a little bit of nonsense chit chat from me as I'm trucking along on Gobby's map, or Russian map. That's what I've been doing. Yesterday evening I did a run on Gobby's map. I fancied a little bit of sense of adventure, so I set a new profile up, and we've been running along this highway now for nearly 20 minutes. So look out for part 2, where I will no doubt run along this highway for another 20 minutes. So I'm just showing you the unedited version, virtually unedited. I think there's 2 edits in this video, and it was where I'd stopped it and actually paused the video because either my phone went off or I had to get up to do something, be it go get a drink or whatever. So there's probably only 2 edits in this, and that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. See you all again in part 2 for more trucking along this highway, where the journey will continue.